Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Kokushibo. He knew you were insecure, and he knew that you had a lot of issues that you were working on, and he was doing his best to be there by your side and offer all the help that he can. Sometimes his help would not be enough, and that was normal. He did not think that he would be able to change many things about you just by being with you. Sometimes, time was something that would affect you more than he ever could, and you had to be patient and wait for that to happen. You can't expect to just change your life by being in it without making an active effort. And no matter how much effort he puts in, you have to make an effort too. And only time will ever show that your effort was worthwhile and that you did it correctly. But lately you've been feeling down, and he's been wanting to know why you're feeling that way. He's been thinking about it, but he never wanted to push until he knew there was no other option. Ryan, please, just tell me what's going on. I need to know. No, It's complicated. Then tell me. I can understand complicated, but I can't understand you right now. You're being difficult. I just don't want to be a burden to you. How is that so hard to understand? I already know that I am, that I'm never doing enough. So, what more do you want me to do? My best. That doesn't mean I have to tell you everything when it makes me feel so horrible about myself. And that's when he immediately takes you into his arms. Ryan, you need to stop that. Stop saying that you're a burden when you're not. But it's true. You mumble, crying into his shirt, and he has to hold you, to stroke your hair gently as he murmurs words of comfort. He knows he can't change the way you think about yourself. He knows there are many things that he cannot change just by simply being with you. But at the very least, he can be there. He can show you that you're loved, and that he will never, ever leave you to go alone through your struggles and your pain. He will be with you until you can be strong again, until you can see yourself the same way that he sees you. Muichirou. He wasn't really used to the way you were behaving, and it worried him greatly. You weren't usually so avoidant, and not so quiet too. So no wonder he's been thinking of why you were behaving this way, trying to come up with an explanation that worked. But none of them ever did. Nothing ever explained why you were like this, and you never felt quite satisfied with it. Ryan, I really need to talk to you. Wait, Ro, now is not the time. Why not? And if not now, then when? Maybe not ever. Maybe it's not something I want to talk about. Ryan, you realize that we're dating, right? You can't just keep hiding things from me. I have to know. If it's affecting you that much, then it's affecting me too. And it's the least that you should do that to let me know. You shouldn't ignore me like that. I want to feel like I exist to you. You do, Muichirou. But maybe I just want to act like I'm not a burden to you. Maybe that's why. Have you ever considered my feelings, Muichirou? I am. And that's why I was asking, he said, looking concerned. A lot of his anger was gone. Yes, a bit of it was still there, because he's justified in his feelings. But he never wants you to feel like a burden. He hates the idea of you feeling like one. So of course he wraps his arms around you. Ryan, you're not just making things difficult for yourself. You're making it difficult for us. I can't help you if you're not telling me what you're feeling and going through. I can't. It's too much. And all I do is complain or cry or feel miserable about things. I don't do anything useful. And that's okay. Sometimes all I need is you. And complaining is fine. But it's like you're not seeing the positive things that you bring too. You make me smile and you make me laugh. You make me want to wake up in the morning. You give me a purpose, Ryan. So I understand what you're going through. I just want to be able to be there for you. Please, let me do that. That's all I'm asking. And seeing how desperate he is, you hug back, nodding into his shirt. You have to try this time. Because he needs you to. He needs you back. His bright Ryan, who is happier than this. He's waiting for you to be able to be happy and be yourself and be honest with him. And he'll be patient just for you. Rengoku. Rengoku knows how it feels like to be a burden. And he's seen people like that. He knows people who feel the same way. But he's been able to help them. And he knows the hardest thing is getting them to acknowledge that they need help. Getting them to see that they can ask for it. It's a brave act to ask someone for help and be able to admit that you need it. But you're too scared to do that, and you keep thinking that you're a burden. He doesn't need a lot to know. Because when you're sad, you always keep avoiding him. You keep trying to distance yourself from him. And you can tell. He loves you. He knows you. He doesn't need you to say a word. So he'd go and sit next to you, arms wrapped around you. Now, Ion, tell me, what is it that you're going through? Rengoku, it's really simple. I'm just overreacting. Well, I want to know, so I can tell if you're overreacting or not. Come on, Rengoku. It's not really that important. Come on. Just let it go. It's not really that important. Mayan, do you not want to tell me because you think you'd be a burden if you do? Huh? I know how your thinking goes. And now you're thinking that you're being a burden by just wanting to vent and to tell me what you need. Telling me your feelings and talking about them. It doesn't make you a burden. Sometimes it goes to you, right? And I tell you that I'm feeling bad about things. Does that make me a burden? No, Rengoku. You'd never be a burden to me. So why can't that be applied to you? Because I don't offer anything. I'm not really special and I don't do anything that would make me worth it. You're worth it to me. I am the judge of that. So don't go deciding that on your own. He knelt down, kissing you sweetly. Now come on. You're telling me about what's bugging you, and we're going to talk about it. There's no escaping this. And I'll certainly make sure you don't think that way again. You can't help but laugh a little bit at how confident he is. And you do end up talking. Just because you feel like there's no other choice to do but that. And you're happy when you do. He's quite good at this. And he would know just the way to lift you up and make you smile again.